You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to leave the background music on because I think it's pretty cool. That is one of the better parts of this movie is this music. I like it. I dig it. And I think it picks up pretty well on here. Let me know otherwise. It's a short review, so fuck it. If it doesn't work, it don't work. So let me know. Could be fun to throw music like this in. Anyway, Smiley Face Killers was sent to me by Paul Shunk, and while watching it, I can see why Paul Shunk is gay as fuck. And this movie is got a lot of male nudity, a lot of buttocks on men running around with tape on their dicks and shit. So I get that. As soon as I saw that stuff, I was like, oh, there's a bunch of good-looking guys, and some of them are getting naked. This is a Paul Shunk film if I ever saw one. So, and that ain't a negative or a positive. I mean, maybe it's a positive for you, but I just thought it was funny because Paul is, you know, a good friend of mine, and when I saw that, I was just like, oh, Paul. Oh, Paul. Anyways, of course, that line reminds me of Halloween, and I start singing, oh, Paul. But now, this one is written by Bret Easton Ellis, who did American Psycho. And what had me more interested in this is that this was directed by Tim Hunter, who directed one of my favorite films growing up as a kid in the 80s, and that was River's Edge. River's Edge with Keanu Reeves, Dennis Hopper, and Crispin Glover, who is in this film as well. So a reunion between Crispin Glover and Tim Hunter. Man, that definitely had me interested in this film. Now, the first thing I want to say about this film is this film looks fucking fantastic. Like, the production value, the look, the aesthetic of the film is top notch. It looks great. So if you're going to watch it, definitely spring for the Blu-ray or an HD rental or whatever, because this is a great looking movie for sure. Now, and I do like this song, you know, I do like the music of the film, and the film from that aesthetical standpoint is quite good. It creates some good style and whatnot with this music and the way it looks. And that's the highlight of the film for sure. And there's some pretty decent graphic gore in the film. So that's good as well. So those are my two highlights of the film that made this enjoyable enough. I feel like where the problem this film has comes from is in how long it takes anything to get going and how repetitious things can be in the film. There's a lot of stalking of this guy, because as far as a plot line goes, I mean, it's fucking bare bones, man. You're talking about based on true events. I didn't look this up to see if it's actually based on true events, but there's this guy. He may go to a party, he may not. He's got a girlfriend, but he's kind of jealous, and he's kind of a dick, and you're kind of thinking, I don't know what to think about this guy. Is he going to go to this party? Is he not? He thinks he's being stalked. There's nothing going on, and I can't believe this is a Bret Easton. I'd have to see the book or whatever. Is it a book? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just someone's behind you, and it's oh, is this going to happen here? And it's supposed to build up tension and this and that. But after this X amount of times that it happens, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, is anything going to happen? There's a lot of just wandering shots where a guy's riding his bike for a while. And that's supposed to create style. And I get it. But it's just too much. And you know what I think of where it comes down to? I think with the style being strong, the music, as you can hear, being strong, and of course the way the film looks itself, just the production value of the film. What this film is missing more than anything is good characters, character development, any of that kind of stuff. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about anybody. And so that makes those long drawn out sequences, while pretty to look at, uninteresting once they get to the events that you're waiting for them to eventually get to. And while there are some good kills that I had mentioned previously, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. It's not a bad one-time watch. I wouldn't completely, steer you away from it. I think if you're someone who likes style and someone who likes some kills and someone who can be patient enough to get those kills out of it, it's not a terrible watch. It's just a pretty uneventful watch that once it fully kind of culminates towards its climax, I just wasn't invested enough to really give a shit. But I do like the talent on display here, behind the camera. In front of the camera, Now, I'm sure Paul thought that the guy was good to look at and all, and maybe he is. He looks like he's a good-looking guy, I don't know. But, I don't know, the acting is fine. It's okay. It's not dreadful. It's not fucking asylum acting by any means. But it's not great acting either. And with how good the film looks, you would think the quality of film would match the quality of acting, and I feel like the acting is below the quality of the film that you're looking at. So there's that. So yeah, it's just kind of like just below okay for me. It was like watchable, but not recommendable. But also, I'm not going to steer you away from it if you're like kind of gung-ho on watching it. I think it's okay for a one-time watch, but pay for that HD because it looks great, and that's mostly what you're going to get out of it. So, anyways, Paul, thank you for sending this to me. It's cool to have. I couldn't get into the characters because they don't even attempt for me to get into them. They're just like, focus on this guy who's really not charismatic. He's really not interesting. And I don't really know why I'm supposed to care about what he's doing. About, as I said, like hanging out with his girlfriend. Maybe he's gonna go to his party. What's up, bro? What's going on with you, bro? What's going on, bro? Why'd you ask me that, bro? It's like, I don't know. I couldn't relate. I couldn't care. And that is what it is, but whatever. Anyways, let me know if you've ever seen it or if you do watch it after this, and see you in the comments. Thank you, Paul. Adios.